Welcome to Kentucky Football Nation. Well, it's early Thursday morning, and I thought I would honor the 25 football seniors that we are losing. Saturday is senior day. We play Tennessee Tech. We can talk a little bit about them in a minute, but let's go over the 25 players we're losing because a lot of these are really good players. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to spend money or get some really 4 and 5 star we're not going to need 5-star, 4-star high school players because we're losing some good people. Let's talk about it. In no special order by position. It looks like they went in alphabetical order. Alex Safari, probably going to play in the NFL. Linebacker. Joshua Braun, probably going to play in the NFL. Jagger Burton. Zach Calzada, that didn't work out. Smartest thing Mark Stoops did was go on and put Cutter Boley in the game. We got to keep him. Jansen Dunn, defensive back. Wide receiver, Fred Ferrier, solid player. David Gusta, defensive line. Man, that guy was worth whatever money we paid him because he was constantly in the backfield. He's played so well. Defensive back, J.Q. Hardaway, great player. 3-star that we coached up. J.J. Hester, wide receiver. Man, hate to lose him. Thought he should have played the whole year. I think if he would have started at the very beginning, maybe we could have did a little better on offense. Josh Caddis, tight end. We still have Rodriguez. We'll look at the roster here in a second. Cole Lanter, wide receiver. We lose our punter and our kicker, so we lose Laros. Kendrick Law, wide receiver. Man, that's really the MVP on offense other than Cutter Boley, guys. Whoever takes his position, and we'll talk about that in a minute. That position, slot receiver, I think it's F receiver, is asked to do so much, run block, go in motion, so many things. So, yeah, that's going to be hard shoes to fill. He was worth whatever money we paid him. Who else here? Defensive back Jordan Lovett. Once again, we're losing a lot of defensive backs, guys. Jamori Macklin, wide receiver, didn't have quite the year we hoped he had. Now there's 3 games left, so he can still, still make up for it. But yeah, man, not had a good year at all. Seth McGowan, running back, of course, he was worth whatever money we paid him because he has ran hard. And other than Rodriguez and Benny Snell, he hits the hole about as hard as anyone we've ever had here in my lifetime. Alex McLaughlin, linebacker, don't know who that is. Tight end Jack Mundy, don't know who that is. Siaj Pete, okay, New Mexico State, big guy, probably gonna play in the NFL. I mean, big tall guy. Our offensive line was really, that was the one thing that we, did well in the portal with was getting an offensive line. But we're gonna have to do it again, and we'll talk about that in a second. We need basically a whole new offensive line, except for center. Inside linebacker, David Rayner. Man, that guy here at the end of the year has stepped up and played so well. Once again, we're losing a lot on defense. Defensive lineman, Khalil Saunders. Man, there's another guy who's been a solid player. Kicker, Zach Schreiner. Inside linebacker, Landon Watson. He's been solid. And offensive lineman, Alex Wolfslager from Bowling Green. So yeah, we did well in the portal, but look, we're gonna have to spend money, guys. Let me take a drink of my coffee, guys. It's early. Pardon me, my throat is dry. We're gonna have to rebuild the lines again. So how much money are we gonna spend? That's the question, because we got a lot to do. So let's talk about first. Let's look on offense. Okay, so we're losing Zach Calzada, but we have Cutter Boley. Running back, we're losing Seth McGowan, but we have Dowdell for another year. His father said he's going to come back. He's played well. I know some people on KSR that really don't know a lot about football. He's done well at picking up the blitz as well as running. We got to keep that guy. Yeah, we don't have anybody else. I mean, Patterson, we have Jason Patterson. So we have 2 good running backs. We still have Harley Gilmore. We lose J.J. Hester. We still have D.J. Miller. Man, that's the guy that's got to play. D.J. Miller, too talented. We lose Macklin and Ferrier. We have Cameron Miller. We also have Quisenberry. So we have some receivers that can step up. Kendrick Law. We still have, Quisenberry is slotted as the F receiver along with Stellato. Stellato's experienced. He's been banged up and hurt. I don't know what his injury is. So we'll see what happens with the receivers, but we have some good young receivers. Tight end, we lose Josh Caddis, but we still have Henry Boyer. We still have Rodriguez at the H tight end. We have 2 tight ends, by the way. Y tight end, and H tight end. So Josh Caddis' backup is Henry Boyer and Elijah Brown, who hasn't played. You can see his dad on Loyal BBN. Really like that guy. Gives you some insight on what's going on with recruiting at Kentucky. So if you really want to know the truth and know how subpar our recruiting is, according in relation, or when you compare other schools, how bad our recruiting is in football as far as the visit. Listen to his Elijah Brown's father talk on Loyal BBN. Go back in archive and find out whenever he was on there. He'll tell you, yeah, we're not spending a lot of money on football just from the visit forward. So we need to do better there. We still have Rodriguez and Skinner. Okay, offensive line. We still have Malachi Wood. We still have someone called Abe Selm. I don't even know if that guy's played. We still have Wilbur Lee. Okay, that's the guy from Western Kentucky, the center. He'll probably be the starting center. Because he is not a senior. We still have Jay Clark. And behind Alex Wolfslager, we redshirted a guy named Darren Stray, 4-star, pretty good player. Didn't weigh a lot. I think he, tall kid. He needed to put on some weight, so hopefully he did that. So, So basically on offense, guys, wide receiver, we're still good. Young players. Running back, still good. Cutter Boley comes back, still good. Tight end, still good. Got to rebuild the offensive line. It's going to cost a lot. You want some good offensive linemen? It's going to cost you some money. So let's see what happens. All right, let's go to the defense. I guess we still have Myquise Humphrey Grace, who's a stellar player. I did not see him on the list. We lose Gusta, and behind him we have Josiah Hayes. We lose Saunders at tackle, defensive tackle, but we have Gatson behind him. The Jack linebacker, we lose Cam Olds, but we still have Sam Green. Shout out to Sam Green. His brother's on our channel. And so, we love Sam Green, and we still have Steven Souls. So we're good at the Jack linebacker, which is the stand-up linebacker. Behind Rayner and Watson, we have Godfrey. He's probably going to play in this Tennessee Tech game at the end of the year. At the Mike linebacker, so we're good there. Will linebacker. Behind Alex Safari, we have Antoine Smith. So I think he's going to be a solid player. Nickelback, we still have Quaysheed Scott, Jansen Dunn, Jaden Smith. These kids can probably be moved around. We lose Jordan Lovett, but we still have Martellus Carter. Of course, at strong safety, we're good. We have Cam Dooley, Ty Bryant, boundary quarterback. We lose JQ Hardaway, correct? I think that's what I said. Let me look back on my roster here. I just pulled it up. Sorry, guys. I'm not even going to edit this out. You're going to have to bear with me here. Do we lose? Didn't I say we lose JQ Hardaway? Yes, we do. Okay, so his backup is Nichols. So we're still good there. Another cornerback, DJ Waller. He's going to be back. He played injured. I don't know how injured he is, guys, because he has not played. A hamstring injury, I think. Kivas Thomas has disappointed. The guy we picked up from Maryland. He's going to have to pick it up. He was getting burned in the Eastern Michigan game. You have not seen a lot of him. That's probably why. Kickers, we still have a guy named Jacob Kwani as kicker. Punter, we have Wilson Berry behind Laros. We'll see how that goes. Punt returners, we still have, I don't know if I want Ty Bryant. We'll have to see. Stellato was slated in also. And, of course, kickoff returners were Quaysheed, Scott, and Kendrick Law. So that's pretty much the offense and defense. So we still have some nucleus of young players on offense and defense. Building, the defensive line and getting some decent defensive players. So we did a good job bringing in people this year, and we get to keep some of them. So that's the seniors. So once again, to the 25 seniors, guys, they did a good job. The season's not over yet. We still got 3 games to go. I don't know if we're going to win. We should obviously win Tennessee Tech. I hope we win one or both of the last 2 games so we can put this to bed about the future of the team. Remember, I keep saying you lose Mark Stoops, you lose Brad White. So that would be, think about that one. Don't know that we bring anybody in here. Brad White would be unemployed for about 60 seconds before his phone blew up. And he's already pretty much said, from what I understand in the grapevine, that, if Mark Stoops goes, he goes. So there you go. But guys, Alex Safari, Yeah, that guy's probably going to play in it. We got a couple NFL players in here. But as I said, looking at the next year's roster, the cupboard is not totally bare. All right, let's talk about Tennessee Tech real quick because I just want to go over some of their stats. Guys, they're not okay. They've won some games, but they beat some really bad teams. They got a quarterback who named Vesperus. He has completed 65% of his passes, 2,000 yards, 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Okay. I think yeah. So, I mean, okay, but you can't judge by Western Illinois and some of the teams they played. Now, they do have 4 good running backs, and that's what Brad White talked about. They have someone who has 655 yards, 3 good backs. And then they have 2 guys that have 489 and 440. So you basically have 3 guys that have 500 yards rushing. That's their game, running the ball. That's our defensive strength, stopping the run. So stop the run, and we should be fine. Receiving, they have some decent receivers. 2 people have 30 catches, and 2 people. Well, we have really 4 people right at 30 catches. So yeah, 6 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 3, 2. So yes, they are offensively balanced. On defense, they have a guy with 5.5 sacks and a guy with 2 sacks. So yeah, they're not going to sack Cutter Bowley. I mean, come on. Their defensive line is not that big. If you look, once again, our lines are so much bigger than their lines that we should just run the ball and get this over with and don't get anybody hurt. That would be the key. But yeah, we're a 21.5 point favorite. Don't ever bet those lines because we're going to play everybody, all the backups and freshmen that we can play, especially on defense. We're going to play because we have injuries. Look, we got to play every backup we have because we need to play well against Vanderbilt on the road and Louisville on the road. That's what we're really going to get to. You might see Zach Calzada in this game, okay? He is the backup quarterback this week. He did get punished for the money thing. Okay, we won't talk about that. That's why Bo Allen was in there. And Bo Allen did not play well when he was in there. So, yeah, hopefully at halftime you can see Cutter Bowley go sit down. That's what we need. Just play the first half, get some work in, and then go sit down. This game shouldn't be close. So, all right, guys, that's the seniors. I enjoyed this team. If we lose the last 2 games, I still enjoyed the team. They still played hard and they didn't quit, right? I mean, that's Mark Stoops. That's the key. Last year, our team quit. Like Florida quit. That's what we did last year. Our guys, Barron Brown, Dane Key, I could go on and name. I'm not going to name names. People just quit. So, yeah, I didn't like it last year at all. This year, he was able to keep it together. Those guys didn't quit. You got to give it up to him. Yes, I hope we win 2 of the last 3, if not the last 3. If you've seen, I think KSR had a stat, Louisville, Kentucky and Louisville series. They don't sweep in basketball and football. You usually, if one wins basketball, the other wins football, and vice versa. So, hey, there you go, right? I mean, we're going to win, right? Just because of that stat. Yeah, no. Jeff Brom is a good coach. As we saw with basketball, Pat Kelsey's a good coach. Louisville is a formidable opponent in both football and basketball. So, yeah. So congratulations to the seniors. Look, let's take care of business at Tennessee Tech. I will not be able to do the Tennessee Tech game due to an unforeseen incident that I've got to take care of. And I will do the Vanderbilt game. I will do the Louisville game, obviously. And I'll be doing basketball the rest of the year. So once again, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I have a basketball section on my channel. I have a football section. So yes, we do football and basketball. I have a shorts section that you can check out that has football and basketball. And we do lives every week. So, all right, guys, let's go take care of business. And then Mr. Pavia, who was in a restaurant with, I can't remember the talk show host, that he was seen in a restaurant with a bunch of stars. So he's the popular dude. And you know what? We need to get ready to take care of business with him next week. All right. Thanks for watching.